Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Man 55 facing charges after allegedly punching two people in the face at TTC subway station. Two men charged after stolen vehicle causes several collisions in Durham region that injured two police officers. Charges laid after fake mortgage broker defrauds multiple victims in York region. One man allegedly conspired with employees of online retail company to scam healthcare benefits provider. Toronto police identify women killed in Cabbagetown stabbing. UK man charged in downtown Toronto assault that left Manitoba man dead. Toronto father of four wins years-long lawsuit against GTA doctor ruled to have caused wife's untimely death.
These were the headlines and let's jump right into the details.
Toronto police have identified the 36-year-old woman fatally stabbed in Cabbagetown last Saturday. Police were called to the area of Seaton Street and Calhoun Lane, north of Dundas Street East at 4:40 p.m. for reports that a woman was in distress. When officers arrived, they located the woman suffering from serious stab wounds. The victim was transported to hospital where she was pronounced dead. On Monday, police identified the woman as Christelle Brown Pelland of Toronto. She is the city's 48th homicide victim of the year. Police have yet to release suspect information. Toronto police arrested and charged a man who allegedly punched two people at Castle Frank subway station early this month. Police said they were called to the station around 3:30 p.m. on September 5th. A man and woman were waiting for the train to arrive on eastbound platform, but when they started to board, a fight broke out, police said. Officers said the man punched the woman in the face, knocking her unconscious. Another passenger tried to intervene, but he was also punched in the face, according to police. On Monday, police arrested 55-year-old Evangelos Paramangelis of no fixed address. Paramangelis is facing two assault charges, including assault causing bodily harm. The charges have not been proven in court. A man is accused of conspiring with several employees of an online retail company to scam a healthcare benefits provider of more than $600,000 over the course of 2 years. In a news release issued on Monday, Peel Regional Police said their investigation concluded last week with the arrest of a suspect, 38-year-old Anand Paresh Kumar Amin from Vaughan. Police said a healthcare benefits provider paid out numerous claims to several employees of a large online retailer. The accused allegedly worked with some of the employees to submit fraudulent claims. The healthcare benefits scam that occurred over 22 months. Amin has been charged with fraud over $5,000. He was released with conditions and is scheduled to appear in court later this month to answer the charge. Two people are facing charges in connection with a series of incidents in Durham region on Sunday evening that saw a home being broken into, a vehicle being stolen, and a number of collisions, including two that left two police officers injured. Durham Regional Police said it began in Whitby, where just after 7 p.m. officers were called to Dundas Street West and Euclid Street for a break and enter. Witnesses told police that they saw a man breaking into an unoccupied home. They said the man later stole a vehicle from a nearby apartment building. They said the driver struck four vehicles and damaged one home. Officers later tracked the vehicle in the area of Kitchener and Dean Avenues in Oshawa. When they attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver allegedly slammed in the rear of the police cruiser and subsequently T-boned another cruiser. Two officers suffered minor injuries, police said. Shortly after, two people were taken into custody. On Monday, police identified the suspects at 45-year-old Blair Hamilton of no fixed address and 25-year-old Tyler Donnelly from Bowmanville. Hamilton has been charged with break and enter, possession of property obtained by crime, failure to stop for police, and failure to comply with probation. Meanwhile, Donnelly is facing 2 counts of failure to comply with probation and 1 count of possession of property obtained by crime. A man from the United Kingdom has been charged after an assault in downtown Toronto last month left a Manitoba man dead. The incident happened near Portland Street and King Street West east of Bathurst Street on August 28, shortly before 11:30 p.m. Police said officers arrived on the scene to locate a man with life-threatening injuries. Life-saving measures were performed before he was transported to the hospital. The victim died 2 days later on August 30th. Police have identified him as 38-year-old Brett Sheffield. On Monday, police announced that they had arrested 28-year-old Craig Gibson. He has been charged with second-degree murder. Gibson was scheduled to appear in Toronto bail court earlier this morning. The circumstances that led to the assault are unknown, and police have not said if the suspect knew the victim. A 50-year-old woman is facing fraud charges after allegedly pretending to be a mortgage broker in order to access money from the bank accounts of multiple victims in New York region. The investigation began in November 2022 after police received a tip. Police say that between 2016 and 2021, the suspect, who represented herself as a mortgage broker, engaged with several victims who didn't speak or read English. These victims were typically newer to the area and seeking investment opportunities and real estate properties, police said. The suspect allegedly met the victims at a law firm in Mississauga, where they signed documents the victims believed to be for joint investment opportunities. A suspect identified as Markham resident Poyu Peggy Chan was taken into custody on September 5th and charged with 5 counts of fraud over $5,000, possession of property obtained by crime over $5,000, and obtaining credit by false pretense. The charges have not been proven in court. The investigation is ongoing, and police are urging anyone who believes they were a victim of fraud to contact police or reach out to Crime Stoppers anonymously. A Toronto area doctor has been found liable for the untimely death of 34-year-old mother who showed up at a Brampton emergency room complaining of severe pain but was discharged before a tangle in her lower intestines could be discovered. Alicia Shaw checked into the emergency department at Brampton Civic Hospital late in the evening of November 16, 2015. She was complaining of severe abdominal pain at the time. The emergency physician ordered a number of tests, including a CT scan, but Shaw was ultimately discharged from the hospital less than 12 hours later with instructions to obtain an appointment with her surgeon and a prescription for the abdominal clamps. Shaw died 2 weeks later at Humber River Hospital on November 25, 2015. In an Ontario Superior Court of Justice decision published last week, Justice J.P. William LeMay found the death of Shaw could be pinpointed to the decision to discharge her before it was found she had an internal hernia, despite her exhibiting at times unmanageable pain. Shaw's former husband Merton Thompson and their 4 children listed as co-plaintiffs in the suit were awarded at least $493,000 in damages plus additional damages for loss of income and household contributions, which are still to be determined by the court. When reached for the comment on the decision, William Osler Health System, which oversees Brampton Civic, extended its sincere condolences for the family's loss, but out of respect for confidentiality and privacy, said it could not provide further statement. If you knew Alicia, you got along with her, Thompson told Awaz News. She was a very nice person, very easy to be with. In Thompson's case, LeMay heard expert testimony from 2 radiologists, 2 surgeons, 2 emergency medicine specialists, an accountant, and an economist. While the number of negligence cases that get to the trial phase does not at all reflect the amount of harm experienced annually in the Canadian healthcare system, Jennifer Zelmer, CEO at Healthcare Excellence Canada, told Awaz News, the process must be used as a pathway to create safer foundations of the care when possible. The ability to feel safe speaking up the raise concerns, she said, and then see those concerns followed through on is a critical component of not just addressing past harm, but also really contributing to a positive presence of safety.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.